Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Going good with me. Let me tell you. I'll tell you about it. Um, since we last talked, my dog was all dizzy, right? And people were concerned about that. They're like, "Oh, like that sucks." He's fine now. He's totally fine. We got him a haircut, and I think we just looked at him, and he looked dirty and like he should be dead. But when we get him a haircut, he looks fresh, looks good, clean cut. So you know what? It's kind of crazy. We were about to kill him, but we're not gonna anymore, which I think is a win in my book. Um, but I was thinking about it a lot, killing your dog. And fuck, I think I've said this out here. One time, this lady I knew, her dog died. And I was like, made a joke to her. I was like, oh, your dog was so greasy, right? And like, I'm so sorry you lost him, but he was a very greasy dog. They should have bathed him more. That was more my issue with him. I hated touching it because you get that film on your hands, but still, great dog nonetheless. But she was very upset that I had made that comment. And that was apparently rude. But here's the problem, right? Is I always go by, the sensei way of, treat others the way you want to be treated, the golden rule. But people do not want to be treated the way I want to be treated. So that whole thing, I guess, just doesn't apply to me. I don't know. Like, when I was thinking about it, so I was in the vet, and more that I was remembering, I was in the vet, I'm holding my dog, I'm crying, I got tearing up, petting my dog, I'm like, we're gonna fucking kill you, I'm so sorry. And I was then thought, because you get this moment of, oh my God, I can't, like, kind of like thinking about, oh, when her dog died, what I said and how that affected her. And I thought, like, fuck, would I want someone to say that to me now? It was a point of reflection, point of growth. And I thought to myself, yeah, that's still a funny joke. If someone told me that, yeah, I'd be mad, but it's still a fucking good joke. I'd say it again. And that's with a lot of things I've been growing as a person, realizing I've made a lot of mistakes. I made quite a few. I probably make 30 mistakes every day. And that'll probably make like 3 or 4 real big ones a month, some real life impacting ones. And I learn from each one. I usually don't repeat the mistakes, right? That's not me. 'Cause that's boring. That's just like we've already seen this drama before. Let's get something new. But a mistake is really just someone else's interpretation of your life actions. Like, I bet there's people out there who would think that everything I do is a damn mistake. Well, that's what it is. It's just a take. It's a mess up take. It's like acting. I fuck up. I'm not going to be like, oh, that was a bad one. No, you just do it again. And then next time, don't do it as shitty. But I'm not going to like look at my life and be like, oh, I made all these mistakes compared to a fucking Mormon or something. So that's something that's something I was thinking about. Fuck, what else? Carl went to war. Fuck, man, dude. I support my troops more than ever. I got a boy overseas now. I bought him a book. I was gonna give to him, but it didn't come in time. I had to buy it on a thrift store secondary website, and it's a book all about like cowboy sayings and stuff. It's called "Don't Squat on Your Spurs," and it's not a good. It's like a read. You can just kind of pick a page and you read it. It's a quote book, whatever, but it's lighthearted and so. But I don't have his address. I don't know where to ship it. I don't know where he is in the world. So I was just gonna, I don't know. I was just gonna send it to the U.S. Navy and say find Carl and give him the book. But I have a feeling that might not get to him. But what else is going on? Oh, fuck, yeah. We did some fucking stand-up. We did pretty fucking good. And by we, I mean I. because I made this bet with, I talked about it a couple episodes again, and if you are a listener, you'll remember where I talked about I need to do stand up because that's my dream, that's my passion, and I was putting it off for a while because it's fucking scary. And last time I'd done it, I did terrible. And the more I think about it, the more I've done it now, I've realized like it wasn't scary because the act of itself was terrifying. I've been on stage, I've done a little theater, I do love to entertain. It was more like, oh, this is my dream and I'm bad at it, which is more terrifying because then it's like, fuck, like, what are you, like, it's like, I'm not even, like, kind of good at it. I suck. You know, like, damn, maybe my dream is unattainable. But then I thought to myself, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Everything's attainable. All of life is. So I did it a couple more times in Connecticut, in Bridgeport. And, yeah, that sucked. Yeah, I was just bombing, but I wasn't. The whole crowd was fucking Puerto Rican, dude. So I was like, yeah, they might not like my jokes. None of them were like racist or nothing, but whatever. So I was like, all right, I'm going into the city. I need to go I got to do stand up somewhere else. You know, you got to get out of your environment. I got to make sure it's not me. That's the issue. And I did it first night I did it at Rodney's on like Thursday or Friday or something like that. And fuck, dude, I did good. And then I did it again the next night down in Brooklyn. And, dude, I did pretty good there too. And I was like, dude, I was about to friggin', I was feeling pretty damn good about myself, dude. I was fucking grinning the whole way. I get back on the subway to go meet up with my sisters, and I'm just grinning ear to ear, dude. I'm like, yeah, no fucking Biggie, just fucking killed. But it was sweet, and that's going way better than I thought. Now I realize, yeah, it is just the audience. Like, and the place I was doing it in Bridgeport, it would just reverberate all off the wall. There's bad sound system in there. So it fucking sucked. So you couldn't hear anything I was saying. But I'll put the audio from the one set. I'll put it online. I'll put it, if you're watching this, there should be another. I'll put it up. I'll put the audio for it. It's like 4 minutes. It's kind of fun to listen. I was excited because it's the first time I've like done something where it's like I have this product now, and it's not tight. I gotta when you listen to it, it'll be on the Spotify account as like a bonus thing or whatever. You just gotta look for it. And you know, it's not perfect. There's a couple of jokes I gotta work on, you know, but it's a good starting point. You know, I feel like, you know, I've been just comparing it to rowing. It's like before, dude, when I was doing stand up in Bridgeport, I was like blowing up on like an erg test or like just fucking shit in the bed on a workout. But it's like just the first couple workouts. So like, why the fuck am I doing this? This sucks. I'm so bad at this. And then this is like when you have a good workout. You're like, damn, dude, that fucking feels fucking good, dude. I was on top of the world. So that's why I kind of have to remind myself, because I went then, so I had to go back into the city because I had to film a commercial with Champs so I got I got this gig in the city on Monday, in like the Soho district or whatever, and they tell me like I'm gonna go watch a basketball game. And they kind of send you vibe photos of what they're looking for. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is like fair game. They're looking for more of like a wintry kind of vibe, like fall, cold. So I wear that for a couple layers, dude. And thank fucking God it was like 80 something degrees outside. So thank God it was inside. So I go to Soho or whatever, I drive in, and then I go into this apartment building that you're like, it kind of looks shitty from the outside, but it's not like an apartment, it's a house. It's someone's like 3-story apartment, like fucking crazy money. So I get up there, whatever, and they have like cardboard over everything because it's someone's actually house that they had rented out for the shoot. And so I get there at like 2:00. I'm chilling, and like they don't really have a holding. You're just kind of like in someone's house, because usually they'll have like you at like the background actors or whatever and stuff in holding. So it's just like a separate place, not on set, just so you're out of everyone's way, and like that's where the food is and all that shit. But they didn't have that, so you're just chilling on these people's like balcony. It's like me and like 3 other actors. And then I started talking to this one dude, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a body double stand-in," which is basically like you're just the same, usually just the same height and like complexion of the person to some extent that the main actor is going to be. So the main actor doesn't have to be there on set. It's usually used for like stars, so because it costs more to have them on set. So you just bring in this guy, so they can get all the shit set up, and then they'll bring in the whatever person. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And this guy's like 6'7", 6'8". I'm like, "Oh, that's sweet. Like, who are you standing in for?" And he's like, "Oh, this baseball player, Aaron Judge." I'm like, "Oh my God, that's crazy." And then he says, "Oh, like, really? Like, can you show me, like, do you have a photo of him? Like, what you do? You didn't look him up already, brother? Like, even, it's crazy you didn't know." He also, this dude is a bigger gay guy. So maybe he doesn't know sports. Baseball is not a gay-friendly sport, dude. That's not for the gays. It's not sexy enough for the gays. So fucking, he's asking me. I show him a photo. I'm like, "Dude, how do you not know?" But that was sweet. So then, we like do the shoot and got to see Aaron Judge up close and personal. And his girlfriend was there, and his mom was there, and his dad. And I'm talking to the makeup lady. She's like my age. I'm chatting her up. And then I see her go talk to this other woman who's very beautiful, but a little older than me. I was like, "Oh, like, okay, I'll try and get in on this conversation. 2 beautiful women. That's not a bad place to be." Thank God I didn't. Turns out the other woman was Aaron Judge's wife. So that would have been another bad situation. You know, I've learned from that mistake before. But the shoot was good. Dude, all right, this is the crazy part about the shoot. So we're there in this apartment building, and across, like maybe 30 feet away is another building with massive glass walls, another like fucking crazy apartment. And they got, like, you glance over because you're just hanging around this apartment, so you look out the window and just see what's around. I'll look across, and there's this couple in the apartment next, and they're macking on each other. The woman's on top of the dude, and they're on the couch, and it's like obvious. Like, they don't have the blinds closed at all. And there's like 40 or 50 people in the apartment we're in. So obviously they're going to notice all these people walking back and forth in the windows. But they're just making out. And me and the grips or whatever, like the just dudes, because that's who it is. The people that move the cameras around and get all the other shit are just dudes. So we're kind of cracking up like, "Oh, that's fucking crazy that they're just going to town right there on the couch." And then they leave. You see the dude like pick the woman up, gets all steamy. I'm like, "God damn, this is kind of creepy." I'm watching it, but fuck, let me get another peek. You know, like a weirdo. But then you see them leave the room, and we all get back to whatever the fuck we were doing. And then you see them go. Then, like, dude, 2 minutes later, I glance back out the window, and in the bedroom right next to the living room that they were in, they're fucking banging, dude. No blinds open, and at this point, everyone is like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on?" Because it's fucking crazy. It's like, all right, at this point, they're doing it on purpose to, like, this is their thing. They're showing off. So that's kind of weird because it's not much else to look out at, you know. So we just kind of watched. Everyone on the set was just kind of watching people bang periodically. Like, you'd go, they'd film something, you watch people bang. It was just whatever, like porn in the background, basically. So that was wild. But then, did my scene. I got to wear they gave me a little beanie to wear. And that was sweet. And then they served us lunch, and the lunch was delicious. And Then that night, I went and did stand-up again at Rodney's on the east side, because that's how I'd done it earlier in the week. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going to fucking nail this one. And it was like a 9:45 show, which I was like, oh, that's weird that they have that. But I'm like, there must be a reason. I don't know. Maybe people are still going out late on Mondays. Dude, I'm fucking retarded. No one was there. It sucked, dude. I got there. It's like a 1 drink minimum. But the big reason I went is you can win a guest spot. If you're a comic, you go up or whatever, they'll do a draw and you can win a guest spot and you don't have to pay next time or whatever. But it's like 6 other comics, right? And like one of the comics' buddies. And no one's getting any laughs. It's fucking cold. And I go up, I'm like, fuck, I've been in a cold room before. I have done well in a cold room. This will be fine. I get up there and eat shit for like 4 minutes of just blowing it. And then I was just like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to do all the bad jokes I know are bad, that I really don't care about. But I'm like, I'm just going to fucking say them out loud. And those are terrible too. So it was, and the worst part is it's now 10:30. I'm leaving there and I got to ride the train back 30 minutes, to my sister's boyfriend's apartment to sleep there. So you have plenty of time to think and really reconsider your career path. But honestly, dude, I talked to another comic. I was walking out. A guy had gone up after me, and he starts fucking kind of yelling. He like stops his set halfway and starts freaking out, which was kind of weird. He was like yelling at the crowd, which is just like 4 or 5 people, dude. And just because he was just more upset at how bad it was going for everybody. And we're like, yeah, dude, we fucking know. This all sucks. We're all idiots for coming to this. But I talked to him a little bit after, so I got a little more insight from another comedian. Because I'm forcing myself after every show. It's very easy. You finish and then you hang out a little bit and then you just leave. You don't talk to anybody. But I'm forcing myself to like, all right, I got to talk to someone else there to work on my social whatever. Yeah, so shit, that's that. But it's pretty exciting. I don't know. It's I don't know how to describe it. Because it's just going well. It's nice when your dreams are working out. And it's not like I'm not even close. I'm not even like, I'm still a nobody, nothing. And, but I'm like, oh, like, fuck, this is like, because you always hear, like, other comics will be like, you'll listen to their podcast and they'll just be like, oh, yeah, like, it's like, fuck, I remember the days where, like, you're just bombing every night. But then one night you kind of get something and it kind of works. And I remember listening to that, and this was still when I was just fucking eating shit. I just was eating shit consistently and being like, fuck, dude. Like, what are they talking about? Like, I just need something to keep me going. And I got that, which is like, fuck yeah. So I'm ecstatic. It's nice. I feel very whole, and healthy as a person. Because I think what's tough is during the summer, like 2 or 3 months ago, it was like, I'm doing all this fun stuff. It's still summertime. And now it's like, all right, everyone's going back to school. And you're seeing that. And it's easy to be like, dude, I'm a fucking loser, man. What am I doing? Nothing. But now I'm doing things, and it's like, I did a commercial with Aaron Judge. That's fucking sick. That was so fucking cool. And I'm doing stand-up, which is what I want to do. And then, dude, I got fucking cast in a short film that films in New Hampshire. Very low budget. Gus is not getting paid. But I'm treating it like, dude, fucking finance dudes do free internships or whatever, unpaid internships all the time. And it's like, that's what I'm treating this as. That's no different, dude. This is just me getting the experience. But short film about a skateboarder, which I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I know how to skateboard. This will be perfect. And that's how I think got me the role. I was like, oh yeah, like, because they filmed parts of you skateboarding, so they needed you to be comfortable on a skateboard. And I was like, yeah, like I worked at the skate park growing up in high school. I was an instructor, so they're like, oh fuck yeah. So I did that. I got it. We did the table read in Boston, so I had to go all the way up to Boston in between all of this. So the past 5 days I've been fucking driving like crazy. I went up there to do a table read for it. It's a short film, so it only took like 45 minutes to do the whole thing. And then we went out for Carl's going away party or whatever, and that was sweet. Yeah, so that short films in like fucking like September-ish. So I got to go up to Boston. I'm going to stay with the boys while they film this. And I play friend. That's the title. And dude, we were doing the table read, and the director was like, oh, going through who's playing what. And then they get to me and like, oh, and you're playing friend. What's the friend's name? I'm like, dude, you wrote the fucking script. How do you not know it? His name's Ethan. But it's I'm fucking talking on camera, baby, so I could give a fuck about if they don't know who it is. Because that's really all this is for me, is like I want to do well at this because I want the footage from it so then I can present this to other people and be like, hey, I can act. You kind of need that portfolio to build. And this is just an awesome opportunity for that. But so that film's in New Hampshire, so that's a fucking drive and a half from wherever the fuck I live. But that's that. You know, that's from the career standpoint. Yeah. Fuck, what else? Yeah, Dog's Not Dead. So pumped about that. I got terrible shin splints. Because I run like a motherfucker. And the shoes, I've worn them out. I got 500 plus miles on them. And they say they're only good for about 500 miles. So I'm pushing it. And I was running on the east or the west side highway in New York. Which, dude, fucking come on, brother. It's cheat code stuff. Like running around here is all hilly and stuff. So it's like your pace just gets destroyed over time. But I run on the West Side Highway, and that's just flat, dude, for like 14, 15 miles. Just going up the city flatness. Or something like that. I don't know the fucking distance. But, so that's good. And then, yeah, dude, I'm just applying for shit. I keep on getting this Scientology film that keeps on coming up on the casting websites for me to apply to. And my family doesn't want me to do it because they're like, it's a cult. But it's a cult that pays well. I don't care. Tom Cruise is in Scientology. And Tom Cruise is awesome. A little bit of a dweeb, but fuck, awesome. Yeah. And that's that. And we'll see if Carl comes back the same. This whole him going off to war thing has got me a little bit more worried for him than I thought I'd be, which is gay to say. I shouldn't say. But it's exciting. All the boys are growing up, doing their own thing. So, yeah, he had a great farewell party for the people that were not there. You fucking missed it, losers. I danced like a madman, dude. We went out to the bars, and then Carl's sister was there, so I was like, oh, obviously I'm gonna fucking show off a little bit. Well, cause we never hung out with her like that, so I was like, I want her to get the full Numer Boy experience. So I was, we're in the bar. I'm doing the worm. I'm roboting, I'm hip hopping, I'm b-boy and breakdancing like a motherfucker. I'm getting damn sweaty, and they were loving it, hopefully. Yikes, I don't know. Huh, all right, well, fuck, dude. Shorter podcast than I fucking thought. But God damn, dude. Good times. All right, well, I'll put the stand-up out on here. So if you just go, I think there's like a bonus feature shit. You can go listen to it. And you could be mean about it. I don't know. It's just fun, dude. It's cool. It's fucking so cool to be like, oh, like it's kind of going good, you know? I don't know. I know it's not. It's got. You're gonna listen to it and be like, all right, it's not like fucking amazing, but it's something. I'm proud of it. So, fuck. Alrighty. Well, thank you for listening, you beautiful, beautiful women out there. Call me, please. Or email me. Please. Please, ladies. Okay. Fuck yeah. All right, I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully something fucking real cool happens then. Yippee. All right. See ya.